years? I mean, you know, King Kong,
That's all. Just King Kong.
School Rock, High Fidelity, Tropic Thunder, the list goes on.
You're making me embarrassed.
But what I would say to you is that CV, or resume, if you will, seems unlikely, given because in your teenage years, you didn't seem ambitious at all. You didn't seem at all driven. You were kind of off the rails.
How do you explain that?
I don't know, can you?
This kid, this guy, with his face going off the rails on the crazy train, ends up with a tremendous, sweet, sweet life. I thank my lucky stars every day. I can't explain it. I just got lucky and had an amazingly fun and supportive family.
But you always liked to show off, didn't you?
I did like to get up in front of a crowd from a very early age. I needed that, I needed that love and attention. The stage, it pulled me forward.
And it was that thing to make yourself interesting. Was it the Bionic Man you did?
Yes. I don't know if you had Bionic. Did you have $6 Million Man here?
Yes, yeah, we did, yeah.
Back in the 70s, that was my favorite jam, the $6 Million Man, and I wanted desperately to be bionic myself, and I wanted people to think that I was bionic. And when I was a kid, I put wires in my shirt, stuffed the wires in there, and let them just peek out a little bit, so it looked as though I didn't want that to be shown. And then when someone said, "Are those wires?" I would say, "No, it's nothing. Nothing." Maybe they would then think I had bionic powers, that I was half man, half machine, and could run 60 miles an hour, how desperate I was. But sometimes that desperation translates to stardom.
It's only in high school, the kids that were the prom queen and everything, their lives was downhill the day after graduation. They were terrible. I wanted to be a teenager with problems when I was young, but I didn't have them yet. So I wanted braces for my teeth, and the dentist said, "You don't need any." So I just wedged paper clips in my gum. They would bleed a little, but I'd be,
Head brace, and I went to boarding school.
Did you
had to wear retainers?
It was awful, it was so painful. Massive head brace, it sort of stuck out like that, and put it all around my head. How pathetic is that?
So you were still popular at school?
I did all right, well, I had to. If you've got a contraction like this, right, you've got to ingratiate yourself.
But it's those painful memories that make you the artist that you are.
Yes, guys.
It's a great lesson for all the kids, the lonesome and desperate kids out there. That pain will translate to magic, perhaps.
Okay. Explain that to Justin Bieber when he comes on in a minute. The beautiful, talented multimillionaire.
I'm sure there was some pain somewhere along the way.
So listen, what came first? Because obviously people do love you rocking. Tenacious D are huge as a band. Did the music come first, or the acting come first, or was it really...
The acting came first. I did some theater games at a Passover Seder. That was my first introduction. There was a Holocaust survivor friend of my mom's, and we went over to her house every Passover. This doesn't sound funny. You can't say Holocaust.
No. Okay. I'm loving this. This is such a random story.
I was only like 6 years old, and she said, after Passover, the ceremony, she said, "Now it's time to play the freeze game." And I was like, "What's the freeze game?" It's like this old Viola Spolin improvisational game where, you know, people freeze, and then you tap people on the shoulder, and you take their body position. Anyway, I was hooked from there on out. It was the acting that pulled me in, and then the rocking kept me going, I guess.
In terms of music, what do you like rock? You seem unlikely.
What do you mean I seem unlikely?
You don't sound like a rock fan.
I'm terrible at music. My sort of, I think a cultural seminal music moment was when Will Young and Gareth Gates sung Long and Winding Road. That's right. It's terrible.
But you dance.
Sorry, what now? Dance?
You must dance, because I read you had a health scare on a dance floor.
Oh, okay. Thanks for bringing that up.
Well, you did.
Yeah, well, I didn't know there was actually. I did. Yeah, I mean, I dance as in like we all dance.
Yeah.
With a couple of sherries and. And yeah, I did have towards the end of the night, about 5 a.m., about 10 or 12 of us left on the dance floor, and I suddenly collapsed in agonising pain to the floor and sheet white writhing around. So everyone said, "Right, call an ambulance, clearly appendicitis." And then apparently I did the biggest fart you've ever heard. And then leapt up and went, "I'm fine now." And the ambulance is pulling up. Yeah, trap wind, it's dreadful.
Listen, Jack, when people are coming on the show, we, look on the internet, research pictures of them. And there's a random picture picture of you. I think it's at the Cannes Festival. It's you and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Did she know you were there?
Probably not. Yeah. I was just sneaking a peek.
But this thing of photobombing, where people kind of sneak in to wreck a photograph, is so big that there's a website where they've collected photobombing. So this is a classic example of photobombing, right? Where you just have people are trying to take a nice picture. Well, it would never be that nice. He's in it, but you try to take a nice picture, and then someone does that to wreck it. Okay.
That is good.
Yeah. Some of them are just bizarre.
Deep was the water. Look how close that is. That's a drop-off.
Next one. Oh, yeah, here's a kid can do it. Isn't that terrifying? That is terrifying.
Chucky.
Yeah, it's so Chucky. But not just humans that can do it. Animals can photobomb as well. All right. Can you see that one being photobombed there? See? He's either photobombing or going...
Help me!
And finally, this is like, you know those Garfields you stick in the back of your car window? Isn't that cute?
Yes, so the doctors